morning. It's January 24th, 2025, 10 a.m. We're going to go for a little drive, aren't we, Twig? Take the Polestar and go to the airport, drop some papers off, and then go and have a legendary whiting burger at Vivonne Bay, or at least give it a go. It's a bit dark there. There we go. So yeah, whiting burger at Vivonne Bay. This is our weekly Polestar cruise, and got new tires, rotated the tires. So first time after 38,000 kilometers, including a trip all the way around Australia, we rotated the tires at the local tire place, and because they're staggered, we had to take all the tires off each wheel and turn them all around. But yeah, we'll have a look at the tires and see how that goes, and take it out for a stretch on the highway and wear in the tires in their new posies. And there's the Twig, super excited as always to go on a bit of a journey. Twig, you gonna hop in? Good girl. Good girl, Twig. Okay, here we go. Down my street. We're gonna head out of town and go to the airport first, and then Vivonne Bay, and try and get a whiting burger, legendary whiting burger. So yeah, it's a nice hot day. It's 24 degrees already. It's supposed to be about 30 degrees. Whoa, traffic jam! Traffic jam on Kangaroo Island. Alright, let's scooch out. Here we go. Hey Google, play music from my YouTube mix.
Okay, here's a YouTube music playlist called Top 100 Music Videos Global.
I don't know why YouTube just plays random stuff when I ask it to play music. You do it manually. YouTube music, my super mix. There we go. Put it back on maps. Hey Google, navigate me to Vivonne Bay store.
Navigating to Vivonne Bay General Store.
Alright, so we are going to go, we're on 69%. We're going to go to Vivonne Bay General Store. It's going to be 37 minutes with 53% when we get there, and then we'd get back with 38%. But we're going to go to the airport first, so that's going to disrupt everything. But yeah, here we go. Let's go. Alright, here we are at the airport, Kangaroo Island Airport. Might put the car on charge just for something. Hey look, there's another Polestar. Woohoo! We'll put the car on charge just to show you how that works. Oh, got some music playing on. Look, there's the Royal Flying Doctor plane. Look at that Polestar. Another Polestar. Okay, putting it in reverse. You can see it on the parking sensors. Park it right next to the Polestar. Two Polestars. Okay, park. We'll hop out. We'll hop out. Alright, there's the other Hertz Polestar. Look at that, 2 Polestars together. So, open it up. This is where we keep the cable underneath the floor. Because it... Alright, that's always a bit bright light, isn't it? So, bring your own, this is bring your own cable from the RAA. There we go. Get a photo because it's driving it away. There's 2 Polestars. There it goes. He didn't even say it, just ignoring me. Very nice. Alright, back to the job at hand. Open the back up. And take the cable. It'll be a very shaky video. Alright. Plug her in. You hear the little handshake. Alright, we got the card out of the wallet. All we do, we tap it. Plug in car. Waiting for EV. Flash. There we go. Chotunk. We go. It's connecting. So charging at 32 amp. These are 7 kilowatt RAA chargers. There we go. 0.2, 0.7, 0.1. So yeah. Happy with that. Very happy with that. There's the RFDS plane, Royal Flying Doctor. So we go and check that out. 4.6, 5.4, 5.5, 5.8, 6.7.7. Yep. So that'll charge nicely. Close it up. Now, it's another thing I've got to show you is when we go inside. All right. So when we go inside and we leave the car on, we have to go to the car, more, locking, reduced alarm mode on. So then that means that we have it's safe for the dog. The alarm won't go off. Double check it. I always double check it. More, locking, reduced alarm mode on, so we're at 65%. Getting 32 amps or 7 kilowatts, charging at 36 kilometers an hour. So we'll go into the airport and we might go check out the RFDS plane. Cool bananas. You okay to stay here, Twig? I'm sorry, you have to stay because dogs aren't allowed in the airport. No, they're not. No, they're not. No dogs in here. All right, if we lean back in and push the start button, then the music starts and the air conditioner stays on, or we can do it in our app. You can hear the music. Twig can have some music. There's the RFDS plane. There's a patient there. airport otherwise. So the RFDS plane will come and take passengers when we need. Go to the hospital. Very good. There it is. Alright, so we've checked out the plane and now I'll show you how the app works. So we go to Polestar, loading. So we're at 66%, charging with 7.5 kilowatts. So we can turn the climate on. Climate's starting, hopefully you can see that, initializing. So that way Twig can stay in there nice and cool, and it'll stay on for half an hour. So that's very handy. 30 minutes left, counts down, and then we can lock the car. We can hear it. So there we can hear the car going, the air conditioner on. So how good is that? Locked, cooled and loaded. Nice one. Kangaroo Island Airport. There it is. That's Kangaroo Island. Beautiful ocean scene. And this door's open. We can go in the back way. All the doors are open. Nice, cool day. There we go. Got some music on. And here's the cafe. No plane today. There's Virginia. Hey Virginia. Smile, you're on camera. There's the airport. No planes today. It's all quiet. So the next plane's 5 o'clock tonight. It's going to come here at 4:40. Qantas, Dash 8's coming in at 5 o'clock. I brought you some papers.
Aren't you good? I've got a bit of binder, you see.
I know, but so they brought me a whole bunch of extra ones, so I thought you could do with them.
Yeah,
you can
absolutely.
throw it. So there's the papers, this week's front page. Go with the bushfire. If it bleeds, it leads, as they say. If it's a catastrophe, put it on the front. And there's our food, wine and art guide. Very nice. Alright, we just undid the secret open sesame to this Southern Ocean Lodge. You're gonna stay open? So this is the secret super luxury place for the lodge dwellers, Southern Ocean Lodge, where it costs $5,000 a night to stay. Or $5,000 for 2 nights or something like that. So this is the secret lodge, and they've got their own food and snacks. And there's the lodge there, see? Picture of it. It burnt down in the fires and then they rebuilt it. We're looking at it backwards actually, to this way. I don't know if that's the old one. I think that's the old one before. Yeah, it's the old one because they've built a new spa down the end. So anyway, this is the secret Southern Ocean Lodge. How do we get out of here? Exit. There it is. And there it is. That's the right way around. Hot chocolate. Yum. Cheers for the hot chocolate. Come to the Providore for chocolate. Hot chocolate. There's the menu. Okay, menu. Okay, we had a nice hot chocolate. So now we can come and have a look. We've taken 5.78 kilowatt hours. So we can unhook. Go. Unhook, there we go, suspended. So we can unplug there. There we go. And we should get a text on the phone saying how much it cost us. So we'll have a look at that. Okay, so we can now see how much we got a text and a email. So that cost me a grand total of $1.45 for that, for the charging session, which 5.7 kilowatt hours at 25 cents kilowatt hour. So that's pretty good, reasonable rate. $1.45. How nice is that? That's cheap power, cheap energy. Thanks, RAA. Thank you very much. Now we can close it up. There we go. Twig. Twig, did you survive? You survived? Okay, so we charged up to 72% in that little charge session while we had our hot chocolate. Now we're going to go on to Vivonne Bay. Leaving the airport and going to Vivonne Bay. Look, there's Kangaroo Island, the two beautiful little kangaroos. And I forgot to say, because we've just done the tyres, we'll talk about that a bit later and I'll show you the tyres. But anyway, the tyre pressure management system came on and sensed low pressure tyres. I think that was from the actual work of having the tyres swapped around, and so I hit the recalibrate and it took about 5 minutes, I don't know, like 2 or 3 k's down the road, and recalibrated. And yeah, tyres are rolling really nicely. Had the alignment done after I hit the curb in Carnarvon. Hadn't really talked about that, but knocked the wheel alignment slightly out of balance. But look at that, perfectly straight now. So good. Yeah, anyway, so the tyre pressure management system recalibrated the tyres, and now if we start getting a flat or anything, we'll know. It'll alert us here. So alright, so we've had our hot chocolate and now we're going to try and get a whiting burger. It's 11:41. Excuse having a look, there's a car coming, so I have to overtake that probably down the track. Alright, nice and safe. There we go. On to Vivonne Bay. Here we go, Vivonne Bay, 46 kilometres. Vivonne Bay, home of the legendary whiting burger. Will we get one? That's the question. Will we get a whiting burger? Cafe's open. Good sign. Good sign. Good sign for the cafe being open. Is it going to be super busy? I think it is going to be super busy. There's a bus, and there's cars, and there's people. All right, we made it. living the dream. Used to be a surf lifesaver in my previous life.
Thank you.
Busy today.
Okay.
Thank you. There it is. The legendary whiting burger. See that? Famous whiting burger. I got a picture of the staff and for the paper, and I asked how many whiting burgers he sold, and he said he didn't want that in the paper. So anyway, very nice whiting burger here at Vivonne Bay General Store. Another closer look. Yep. Whiting. Here we go. Let's go. Whiting burger. And a tail. Very good whiting burger. Very good. Here's Vivonne Bay. Beautiful bay. Blue water. Gonna fly the drone. Fly the drone with the twig. Cool! Super cool! Woohoo! Blow the drum. Alright, we're doing a bit of a drive around Vivonne Bay. We can go down this road. Where are we gonna go? So yeah, quite a few houses here. I don't know, looking at the map down there, I'd say probably maybe 100 houses. Something like that. All nestled in the bush. When the fire came here, I was very lucky that it didn't get into here because it came just down the road there. But if it had come here in the into the town, it would have been a disaster, even a more of a disaster. I'm just gonna go here off to the, well, someone's got their caravan on their pad. Off we go. Danger! Trail closed due to public risk and erosion. Here we go, there's the beach. Yeah, very nice. It's climbed up to 31 degrees. Looking at our efficiency, we've done 64 kilometres, an average efficiency of 17.9, average of 72 kilometres an hour. Here's some people waiting nicely. Wave to the people. Checking out the Polestar. Whoa, very rough here. Very rough road. And yeah, we're going back through the main little town here. Vivonne Bay on the south coast of Kangaroo Island. Yeah, I think I remember coming down this way. Back. Whoa. Rough road. Very nice. Lots of New Holland honeyeaters rushing across the road. A-frame house. What's it saying here? Honesty, best policy. Honesty is the best policy. I think they sell ice and stuff. And here we are, going through the little town, oh, it's not really a town, the settlement, locality of Vivonne Bay. It'd be nice to live out here, but it would be even more isolated. Isolated on an isolated island. Alright, back onto the bitumen. Let's go home. Alright, back on the main road. Saying we'll get home with 44%. And we've got 59%, and it's saying we'll have got a range of 240 if we at the current usage, efficiency, or how are we going? So yeah, we'll get home with 44. Too easy. Quite a bit of traffic out here today. I guess it's a long weekend. It's Australia Day weekend, so lots of people around. But after this one, everyone will go home because that's when school holidays ends. Yes. There we go. Seal Bay turn off that way to go to the Seal Bay. Maybe we'll go there and do a video one day. So we're heading along the South Coast Road, zooming along, 110 kilometres an hour is the speed limit. Very nice. Beautiful day for a drive. Soil for the wicking beds to end this trip. Might be the go. There we go, got some potting mix, premium, mushroom, 2 mushrooms and a premium. Alright, we got lettuce, spring onions and bok choy, bit of greenery. 3 packets. Twiggies. Okay. Okay. Whoa, it's school time. Look at all these cars here. What's going on with the school times? Back to school. Back to school. Here we go. Back home. Home sweet home. Home sweet home. Twig, we're home. Look, Twiggy. Twiggy, look here. She's not looking. Alright, we're home. We made it home. It's a hot day. So yeah, I just want to talk about the tyres. We managed to rotate them, and look at that. So still got heaps left to go. Just did 38,000 and we've swapped them around. But yeah, pretty happy with that. Pretty happy with that. Home sweet home. Alright, yeah, so these are the tyres. We had them rotated earlier this week, and look, it actually says Michelin in there. How cool is that? But these are the back ones, so we fully rotated them, and pretty happy with that. That just under 40,000, and they looking pretty good. I reckon you've got another 10 at least in them. So we'll make it about to 40,000 with the tyre. So that busts another myth about the tyres being used too much. And how much baggage? A few hectic baggages. Might give it a clean over the weekend, I think. A few dips and dobs on there. Very good. Thanks for watching. Okay, it's the next day, and feeling a bit discouraged this morning with the whole Model Y launch and Musk and everything. It's really killing my love of EVs, and like I unsubscribed from a bunch of channels and everything because yeah, it's just really upsetting the way the whole world's going. But I do still love my car, as does Twiggy, and we just washed her all nice and clean. Look at that. Some unfortunate business as well is I had the tyres rotated, as we spoke about. We were very happy with the tyre wear and everything, but look, they damaged the tyre. The tyre shop here, not good, blokes, not good. I guess it could be worse. It's only on one, and I'm so proud that I've never actually curbed the tyres or anything, and now there's that, and people are going to think it was me. But yes, I don't know whether to show them or not. I don't want to upset them. I mean, I probably should. I'll mention it to them. There's no real fix. You can't buff that out, can you? Anyway, Twig. So now that we've washed the car, we're going to go and take it for a drive, because the disc pads get rusty. I don't know if you can see that, probably dark, but yeah, rusty brakes. So we're going to wash it, not wash it, drive it, and take the regen off and put it on the actual brakes, and wear off the brake pads and heat it up, and then park it for the weekend until our next trip somewhere on Kangaroo Island, and then we go to everything electric in March. So I'm trying not to be too despondent about the whole situation, as they say, but anyway, such is life. Thanks for watching.